Hello, I'm James Sanders. I'm a member at NorthWoods Church, and today I would like to talk with you about the awe of God. To be awestruck is to be filled with an overwhelming feeling of awe or a feeling of profound amazement. With that definition in mind, think back on a time when you were awestruck. I will tell you of one from my life. It was the very first time I held my child in my arms. Maybe you can relate, and yours is the birth of a child. Or maybe it was from when you were a child and you saw presents under the tree on Christmas morning. Now I would like to share with you a time when the people were awestruck with the awesome power of God. The story is found in 1 Kings chapter 18, when Elijah, a prophet of God, was sent to the Israelites because they had turned away from the Lord and were worshiping Baal, a false god. Elijah had all the people gathered together and set up a little competition that all the prophets of Baal, all 450 of them, would set up an altar but put no fire under, and he would do the same. Then the God that answered with fire would be the one true God. Baal's prophets were praying and dancing around and calling on Baal all day long. They even went as far as to start cutting themselves, trying to do anything they could do to gain Baal's attention. But they got nothing. Finally, Elijah said, "Y'all have had enough time, it's my turn." He soaked the altar with water. Now remember, he was trying to start a fire, and he soaked it with water. Then he prayed. Fire fell and consumed everything, even the water. Then, in 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 39, we read, "When all the people saw it, they fell down on their faces, and they said, 'The Lord, He is God. The Lord, He is God.'" God did all of this to bring His people back to Him. Just like He took on flesh to be born of a virgin, to live, die, and to rise again, so that our sin debt might be paid. The awe of it all is that the God of the universe loves us so much that He would do all of this to draw us to Him so that we can have a relationship with Him. Imagine, if you will, you receive an invitation in the mail from the King of England. Would you be awestruck? So how do you approach God? Do you approach Him as if you're an invited guest of the King of Kings with awe and wonder, or do you approach Him haphazardly? When was the last time you came into the presence of God with awe-struck wonder?